Just like the Democrat cultists, the MAGA cultists, and cult leaders like Alex Jones and all the others have themselves in such a pretzel that they don't know exactly what to do in response to Trump launching ad hominems against his own supporters saying, hey, I don't need your support anymore. Here's Alex Jones. I've got 2 clips. You got to hear them both. This is wacky, wacky business.
Trump. I'm glad the Democrats aren't in, and I like a lot of the success you're having, and we're all having together. And your statements about, you people that bring this up don't even deserve to be involved in this movement. You are excommunicata. You are henceforth ex cathedra.
They are weaklings. I don't want their support anymore.
From the mouth of the God King, you are expelled from the church of the Holy Golden Toad, Donald John Trump. Well, I was never in the church of the Holy Golden Toad.
Not true.
I do like you being a maverick, standing up for the country. We have the same enemies.
He was a high priest for Team MAGA. You couldn't get any higher as far as cult leaders for Team MAGA and Donald Trump than Alex Jones. Now he's trying to convince you, hey, you can't excommunicate me because I was never in your church, when he was clearly in the church, worshiping at the altar and partaking of Trump's sacraments.
I respect your stamina and courage. Been a big cheerleader when I agree with what you're doing. But if I'm being excommunicated, let me be clear, I was never in your church to be excommunicated. So you can't excommunicate me because I was never in your church. I was never in a cult. I never said MAGA was a cult. I said a lot of people want it to be a cult. There are Dallas Cowboy fans that are in a cult.
If MAGA is not a cult, there's no such thing as a cult. And a cult member is the last person who thinks he's a cult member.
And literally commit suicide if they lose, the playoffs. The Dallas Cowboys isn't a cult, but there are people that have made a cult out of it. So, being a dog owner doesn't mean you're in a dog worship cult, but the Zoroastrians do worship dogs. So, you see what I mean? But now...
That's quite a few red herrings he just threw out into the forest. Dallas Cowboys, dog owners, none of this stuff is on the same level as a political party or a personality that people follow as though they could do no wrong. I mean, you've seen the interview after interview outside of a MAGA rally, just like you've seen interview after interview outside of a Democrat rally, and they are literally cult members attending a church, whether it's the DNC or RNC, buying in 100% to their cult leaders' rhetoric. And you can't say anything negative about it lest you be excommunicated. This isn't like being a Dallas Cowboys fan or a dog owner. But Alex Jones is good. If he's good at anything, he's good at throwing red herrings.
Oh, Trump, if this continues down this line, if he starts saying I'll excommunicate people, well, you're not allowed, unless it's a cult, to say to people, you either agree with everything I do and don't question things, or you're not in our club. I don't want you. Well, that kind of sounds like a thoroughbred cult to me.
Look at this right here. President Trump responds to Epstein's situation again. They're wasting their time with a guy who died 3 or 4 years ago. These are stupid people. It's a Democrat hoax. So people who followed Donald Trump, supported the Make America Great agenda, and are speaking out and still are holding fast to, hey, you got to let go of all the files. Justice needs to be done. There's people who are victimized, and we need to get the abusers. Those are the people Trump is saying are stupid.
And if I keep hearing more talk like that, it's basically where I'm already at. And I already said this. I'm going to give Trump report cards. It's basically what I already do, but we're officially going to start doing it on basic issues. I'm going to get the head of the John Birch Society on, who actually puts out report cards, or the experts on it, the really good report cards. And we'll just start doing a monthly report card on Trump and say, okay, in our view, he did good here, he did good there. You can look at the report card, you can look at where he did bad, and that's it.
But he hasn't been doing this. But he's going to do it now because he's offended because Donald Trump has called supporters like him, cult leaders like him, stupid, saying we don't need your support anymore because you're holding fast to this release the Epstein files nonsense. Now, Alex Jones is going to reverse course and do something different, call people from the John Burke Society and put out a report card on Donald Trump. You're supposed to be doing that before. You know, when everything was good between you and Donald Trump and Elon Musk and everybody was singing Kumbaya, you were right on board with it. And any kind of criticism you had of Donald Trump was light and insignificant because you're not calling him out for the $6.2 trillion power and wealth transfer that he did at the end of his first term. You're not calling him out for take the guns first, due process second, not in any significant way to where he's like, hey, I can't support this guy because he doesn't support the Second Amendment. I can't support this guy because he's devaluing the dollar and this trashes economies and ruins the lives of millions of Americans. So I can't support Donald J. Trump, just like I can't support Kamala Harris. But you'll see an Alex Jones reject a Kamala Harris but won't reject a Donald Trump when essentially their policies are the same. It's going to lead to dollar devaluation. It's going to enrich the corporate elitists. It's going to deepen the pockets of the military industrial complex and the defense contractors and the prison industrial complex, and on it goes. So this guy right here, Alex Jones, won't support a Kamala Harris, but he will support a Donald J. Trump. That's hypocrisy.
And so I'm not going to be emotionally invested in this because I've never been a joiner. I pride myself in that I'm the captain of my ship.
Oh, God.
And people support what I do or believe what, a lot of what I'm doing is right, then you support us. But when somebody starts saying, don't question things or you can't be in our club, yeah, that's a cult. And I'm not a cult joiner. I never have been. My operation's not a cult.
Not only is he a cultist, he's a cult leader who brings more people into the cultic MAGA fold. Yeah, they're going to give breadcrumbs of criticism, but it won't be substantial. It won't be significant to the point where they're like, no, we're holding on to principle here. Trump is our enemy, and here's why. He's our enemy for the same exact reason Hillary Clinton is an enemy, or Barack Obama, or Joe Biden, or Kamala Harris, or any one of the Democrats, or any one of the rhinos in the Republican Party, or any one of the Republicans. You know what we're going to do? Alex Jones should say, you know what we're going to do? We are going to follow principle here. We are going to follow truth, and we are going to expose the lies and the liars. But that's not Alex Jones' MO.
Is not a cult. You don't have to agree with me around here. People see my hosts saying different things than me. I respect them. I think they're smart. We agree on 90% of stuff, but that's what I want is to, have good patriots that really care. And we agree on 95% of stuff, but people say, I don't get this. Harrison Smith says something different than you, and so did Owen. What's going on there? We'll see, because this is about individualism. We're not in a cult. And so I pride my relationship with
Owen Schroyer is a Trump supporter. Alex Jones is a Trump supporter. Any differences they may have are minor.
God, my family, my country, and my ancestors being ridiculous badasses across the board. Just goes from incredible to insane. And I never get into all of it, but it's prestigious on both sides, just all the way back to freaking you name it. And so, I got the blood of the Vikings that conquered England 1,000 years ago. I got it all, folks. And I am not anybody's cult member. So let's just get that 100% straight.
And here's a rant based on a tweet because he was getting a lot of backlash that said, why is Trump destroying MAGA in real time?
A Democrat hoax, and anybody following it is only helping them. And a repeat of all that. And I'm just like, 180, 180, 180, 180, flip-flop, 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 flip-flop. And I'm just like, and then he puts out on Truth Social, I don't want your support. Anybody that even talks about this again, you are bad. You know the elephant in the room here. Trump is not stupid. Telling people to not talk about something is going to only make them look into it more. So I sure hope this is some 50D chess, because I'm pretty good at Hegelian dialectics, second, third, fourth, fifth order connections.
And you're good at patting yourself on the back. That's the Streisand effect. The more you don't want somebody to do something, the more they're going to want to do it. Don't take a picture of Barbara Streisand's house. And now everybody is taking a picture of Barbara Streisand's house. And now it appears everywhere because she didn't want that to be done.
In fact, I'm one of the best. This is the most self-destructive temper tantrum stuff, and is the equivalent of going off the coast of San Diego and just for a day throwing rotten chicken blood into the ocean. Great white sharks will show up, probably in a few hours. And then when the great white sharks get there, I'm like, okay, Trump, you've been chumming the waters now for a week and a half. You need to stop. I don't know why you're doing it. And now Trump has jumped up on the edge of the boat on a plank and is now cutting himself. He's stripped down to his underwear and he's cutting himself with razor blades, walking out to jump into the water with great white sharks. And I'm just like, please stop. He's like, shut up. I don't want your help. You're with the enemy. I'm going to walk the plank. And I'm just like, okay, enjoy.
This is the guy who in 3 or 4, 5, 6 months, I don't know, a year, is going to be back supporting wholeheartedly, in a deep-throated way, supporting Donald J. Trump. And then coming up with the excuse, oh, see, it was 70D chess. He knew stuff that we didn't know, and giving more QAnon nonsense breadcrumbs. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you want to support this channel, you can do it for free. Just like this video, share this video with everybody you know, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon. Hey, maybe become a member, grab a shirt. I don't know, whatever you want to do. But your support is greatly appreciated. We are living in an insane asylum that appears to be getting more and more insane. And that is unbelievable. I'll see you in the next video.